6500 regression 2 fall. No, not fall. Yeah, it is fall. I'm so used to teaching you guys in the summer. I got lost my mind there for a second. Guys, this is typical first video. I just want to go over the syllabus with you, just like I would do in any first day class, and explain a little bit to you about what's going to go on. The syllabus that I put up, that I uploaded on Blackboard a couple of days ago, it's changed a little bit. I've given some things some thought, and well, I'm going to discuss it as I go through the syllabus with you. One thing that didn't change is, of course, catalog description. We're still going to take the material that we built in MATH6500, and we're going to build on it. We're going to look at logistic regression in far more detail than you probably ever cared to look at. We're going to look at diagnostic procedures, multicollinearity, and we'll get into some non-parametric regression. One of the cool things too is the selection of best subset of predictors. We're going to look at the theory and that kind of drives that, and that's actually pretty cool. In other words, if you're conducting a multiple regression model and you've got 7 or 8 predictors, could you get it down to 3? Could you get it down to 2? How many could you get it down to where I guess you get your best set of predictors. Guys, no text is required. The reason is kind of twofold. These textbooks are really, I don't know what that was. These textbooks are really expensive. And the way that I teach is, you know, if you're willing to watch the videos from beginning to end, you're going to get a textbook presented to you. You know, it's no. I've never tried to hide this. The textbook that I use is called DeGroot. I think it's called Statistical Models or something like that. It's the one that I used at the University of Kentucky. I follow it very closely. So if you got, I think it's about $250 laying around, spare change, you know, go buy it. But you know, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know in terms of being successful in the class. Guys, software is going to be just like it was before. We're going to use R. So you need to make sure you have the current version. These things are uploaded, I should say the versions are updated from time to time. So just make sure you've got the current version of R downloaded on your computer. Guys, disability statement, if that applies to you, just talk to me and tell me what you need me to do. You know, within reason and within your list of accommodations. Your grading scale, it's going to be based on 2 components. It's going to be based on your homework assignments and your examinations. Still haven't yet decided how many online or on-campus sessions that we'll have. I know I said 3 earlier. I keep looking at that, seeing if we can get that down to 2, where we only visit to take the examinations. In fact, if you guys promised me and convinced me that you were being you know, honest and genuine with me, that you were going to watch the videos from beginning to end in entirety, I could probably be talked into that. But yeah, I don't know. It's so tempting sometimes to look at the assignment and try to sift through videos and find out what you need to be able to work problems. And I think that there's going to be a major problem in this class just because of the difficulty. So anyway, let's stick with 3. I'm still considering seeing if we can get away with 2, but for now I'm sticking with 3. Grading scale, I think, is exactly like it was in 5500. 75% to 100 is an A, and then there's just on a kind of a 25 point sliding scale. Attendance policy, you're expected to turn stuff in, and you're expected to attend all on-campus sessions, so that is about as simple as it can be. Overview of the regression topics. The last thing I'm going to do is go through here and read all this to you, but I want you to understand that that I inserted in the first part review of MATH6500 material. I'm going to say that probably the first 10 videos are going to be a review of 5500. In fact, some of the videos I like well enough from your class, and I'm just going to upload them again. These won't necessarily be one-for-one in the number of videos that I'm going to upload. It looks like you're probably going to get about 45 50-minute videos. So if I upload 10, it doesn't mean you've got 35 videos remaining. You know, what I'm going to do, instead of sitting here today wondering about how many videos I'm going to put up, I'm just going to tell you that I'm going to very, very thoroughly cover the material. And if it takes 100 videos, I'm going to put up 100. If it takes 20, I'm going to put up 20. If it takes 32, which is probably more realistic, 30 to 32, then that's how many I'm going to put up. But if it does take 45, then that's what I'll do. Sometimes I think students get too caught up in the number of videos, and just, you know, if you think it through, would you rather have 2 videos 20 minutes each, or 1 video 40 minutes? Well, to me, there's no difference. So to me, it's all about getting the material covered. And guys, trust me, we have a lot of material to cover. So anyway, this is what you can expect. There's you know, some cool stuff. I'm really looking forward to teaching this. I've taken this class, but I haven't taught 6500 yet, so hopefully I don't do anything too crazy. So guys, that's really all I got for you in this first video. I guess this is really more like video 0, just covering just covering the syllabus. So guys, for the most part, the good news is we're going to be spreading this class over 16 weeks. One class meeting that I know that you'll probably have will be December the 13th, which is the Saturday before I have to submit grades. So just go ahead and pencil that date in, and plan to come to Portsmouth that day to take your final exam. The other date that I'm looking at is October the 18th, which is on a Saturday. I've received some feedback from some of you. I actually created a spreadsheet where I had all the names at the top and all the dates, and I went through and X'd out things, you know, days that we couldn't meet or some people preferred not to. By the time I got through looking at all the X's, no dates were left, or maybe 1 or 2. Not many, and I think they were back to back, so we could only use one of those. So it looks like October 18th and December the 13th are going to be 2 dates that for sure you'll be coming to Portsmouth. If we have a third on-campus visit, it'll be probably in November, probably around November the 15th or so, and I'd kind of like to make that happen in Columbus. So to break up the driving for some of you. So guys, I'm kind of rambling here. Hopefully you're hearing this and haven't cut me off yet. But what to expect here is pretty much what I presented to you in 5500. 6600 was much more of a relaxed kind of, you know, I think it's safe to say it was just an easier course. This gets back to the grind. This is going to be a very, very challenging course. And you know what I noticed? I just noticed that I have this wrong. Huh. You guys are probably sitting there screaming at me. This is not 60. Alright, so that should that'll get it all straight. So guys, going to have some videos up soon. So watch them. You'll have I'll have again, videos covering Math 5500 content. Your first assignment will just be over Math 5500. The reason I'm going into this in more detail than what I planned is I didn't realize it had been, you know, over a year since you guys took 5500. I don't know why it wasn't hard to figure out after I really thought about it, but I was just kind of working on the assumption that it hadn't been that long. So there's a chance you may have forgotten 1 or 2 things, or 3 or 4. And another thing, I think Alice didn't take 5500, so the brushing up on the 5500 material is going to be extremely important. So guys, that's it. I'm done rambling. Be posting some videos soon, so take care.